From Learfield on the Mustangs Sports Network, this is Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. Brought to you by BMW. Test drive one at your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers. Credit Union of Texas. Be a part of something unexpected. CUTX.org. Experience more. The Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options. Visit lyle.smu.edu. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Find your comfort zone. Also by Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, voted the best grilled cheese in Texas. Live from Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, here is your host, Rich Phillips.
Good evening. Welcome into another week of Tempo Talk with Chad Morris, the head coach of the 3-1 SMU Mustangs. How about that?
There you go.
44-21 over Arkansas State on Saturday night at Ford Stadium, and looked by what I saw on social media afterwards like it was a fun night before you came to talk to me too.
Yeah, you know what? We like to have a lot of fun in there, and even though if it does embarrass your own kids, that's okay.
Your own kids? Does it embarrass the players?
No. I had a few of them stop by today, try to show me some dance moves. I said, hey, just win and we'll work the dance moves later.
Van Malone had some dance moves I see too.
Yeah, it was good to see.
We're going to get to see those on the sideline ever?
No.
Okay.
No.
I tried.
Not at all.
I think maybe if we get to a certain number, maybe
yeah,
we should.
Well, you never know about that.
Well, you are 3-1 with a nice 44-21 win over Arkansas State, and that's 3-0 at home. Two of those wins over schools that went to bowl games last year, too. And two, by the way, I think that are going to compete in their conferences this year, North Texas and Arkansas State. You got to feel pretty happy about that.
Well, I do. And again, I've said that from the start coming into the season. With all the experience that we have coming back and the culture into its third year, 33 months into this program, I felt like that we're better than we've ever been, but we're not nearly as good as we're going to be. And that continues to show up each week, and that's what we ask of our players. That's what we stand for. That's what our culture's all about. That's what we recruit for. And it's about building this thing. We've built this thing from the ground floor up, and we've always talked about a ceiling. And to always kind of keep pushing that pushing the envelope on that ceiling, and that's what these young men are doing. And it's all about just living in the moment and being present, not perfect. And that just means living in the moment, being where your feet are.
No doubt 4-0 is what you wanted at this point of the season, but 3-1, something that I would assume you're willing to take and happy with, and maybe that's an accomplishment for you in the first 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, really the way we look at it, though, Rich, is we were 1-0 in the Arkansas State season. And that's really the only thing that matters at this point. We can't control what happened behind us. All we can do is get better because of it. And moving forward, it's the same message this week. The preseason's out of the way. You now open up conference season. It's all about being 1-0 in the UConn season. It's 8 one-game seasons, and that's the way we approach every day.
Obviously, it looked like Saturday night the plan of attack was to feed your running backs. Saw a ton on the ground, all three of them. They combined for 314 yards on the ground Saturday night.
Well, yeah, and that's, which led to – there's no doubt. Anytime you can run the football, you're going to win a lot of ball games. We also talk about defending Ford Stadium and being perfect at home, and that means just to do that, you got to be able to run the football, and you got to stop the run. But we felt like going into the game that we would need to stay the course, survive their assaults. It was coming. We were going to get some adversity that were going to hit us. We just had to stay the course. This was a really good football team. We knew that coming in. They gave Nebraska everything they wanted right there to the bitter end, but it was also about just don't deviate from our plan. And our plan coming in was we felt like we could run the football against these guys. We knew the passing game was going to be there, but we had to establish a run to get the confidence level and to open up our passing game even more. And because of that, Xavier Jones was one of our 2 offensive players of the game. The other was James Prochet, but Xavier Jones gets the offensive player of the game. It was really great to see him back and having a breakout game as well.
Yeah, 146 yards for Xavier Jones, his second career 100-yard rushing game. And, of course, this on the heels of an injury that cost him all of last season, all but about a game and a quarter of last season. Does that any kind of a hurdle he clears? Does he feel like he's fully back now? Has he had any tentative nature prior to Saturday night?
Well, I mean, he's back. There's no doubt about that, and continues to get better every day. But you got a great combination of three incredible running backs in that room. Obviously, we all know what Braden West is. Braden West is pound for pound the toughest and one of the toughest football players on our team, and he gives such a different change up when you bring him in. And then you bring in Kamen Freeman, which is just powerful running back. And then Xavier brings just a combination of both styles. And so when you're able to rotate, Coach Traylor does a great job rotating those three guys in and making sure that we're really monitoring their workload. But to see Xavier back and Braden having the games that he's had, Kamen having his games, again, it's the best is yet to come with these three running backs.
Offense looked great. Defense certainly had, I know you called it after the game, the play of the game, the play of the year, I think, right now. And it was what was a sure touchdown, I thought, for Arkansas State on the little roll everything right. They throw back left to Mack, the big wide receiver. And, boy, Jordan White and Kyron Mitchell just stayed with that play and made a huge turnaround for you.
Well, I think when you look at 33 months into this program, you talk about building a culture, and a culture is nothing more than a belief that drives a behavior that produces results. And it starts from the leadership. And when you have that, this one play, and I said this in my post-game press conference, this one play probably signifies where our program is 33 months in, and it's really who we are. It's when you get knocked down, you don't give up. You get going. At that time, Jordan White, when we were misaligned, they did a great job slipping the back out of the backfield on a naked bootleg, and had us. And it was a critical point of the game. They were going to go up 21-17 at that point. But Jordan White broke an all-time speed record. We monitor his speed, and he was at 22.9 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's the fastest that we've had somebody run, almost 23 miles an hour, to catch this guy that he was misaligned. And not only that, but then you saw Kyron Mitchell, great effort, extra effort to be able to run down, never give up on the play, when it could have been so easy just to let up just a little bit. But that's not what these guys are about. And that one play sums up where we are in this program right now. I'm extremely proud of it. We're trying to find that picture, and that picture will be hung in our offices from now on. And it was a 14-point swing, by the way. And got the ball back to our offense, which went down and scored. But great effort. I can't say enough about those guys. Defensively, we challenged them really hard this past week. We had to get better on third down. I think we were 3 of 12 on third down, getting off the field. We shut them out in the second and third quarter, which was big into our 4-over-4 moments. So they had 5 3-and-outs, our defense did. And this was an offense that prided themselves so much on having 0 3-and-outs. So, again, and getting Mason Gentry back really helped as well. And but that one play really sums up a lot of where we are in our program.
It's the touchback that turned the game around, huh?
It helped.
It certainly did. SMU this week at home, Saturday afternoon. They take on UConn. It's a 3 o'clock start at Ford Stadium, and it is, of course, the conference opener. We remind you every Monday night throughout the season we are here at Ozona Grill and Bar for Tempo Talk, and later in the show we'll have our Ask the Coach segment. You can send in your questions during the week online at smumustangs.com and hit the Ask the Coach button. You can submit your questions on Twitter with the hashtag of Tempo Talk, or you can join us in person each week at Ozona Grill and Bar from 7 to 8 and submit a question for Coach live from the audience with one of our staffers here. All right, we'll get in more to this Arkansas State game and also the first 4 weeks. Let's talk about what Coach thinks is best about his offense. That's coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
Weekend warriors only get 52 weekends a year, but the BMW X5 makes the most of any day. It has up to 76 cubic feet of cargo space with optional third-row seating for up to 7 passengers. An optional X-Drive self-leveling rear axle air suspension and active roll stabilization make unfavorable road conditions a drive in the park. Get your 52 and everything in between. The versatile BMW X5. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Test drive at one of your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers. It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. And Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot in the best patio in town. So head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. And don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Look them up on ozonagrill.com. Go SMU!
If you experience hip or knee pain, I know what you're thinking. Whew. And basically, you have two choices. You can wait until the gets so bad you can't stand it, or you can take the first step to living without right now at yourjointhealth.com. An online hip and knee assessment from the health system more people choose for joint health in North Texas. Texas Health. Visit yourjointhealth.com today.
When it comes to your signage needs, trust the experts at Fast Signs North Central. With more than 50 years of knowledge, Fast Signs North Central will help provide you with a true turnkey experience. From branding and design work to complete production and installation, let Fast Signs North Central make your vision a reality by calling 214-890-4444 or find them online at fastsigns.com/11. Fast Signs North Central. More than fast, more than signs. Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, serving up the best grilled cheese in Texas. For 4 years in a row, Ruthie's has been voted the best food truck of SMU and Park Cities. Ruthie's is a crowd favorite among the ponies. You can find the food trucks rolling on SMU campus, SMU home games, and you can find them regularly at Clyde Warren Park. To book Ruthie's for a private party, visit their site at ruthiesfoodtrucks.com. Because after all, there ain't no party like a grilled cheese party. So, seize the cheese. Every Saturday, football fans flock to stadiums around the country to cheer on their teams. Chances are, the next person your business needs to hire is in the stands somewhere. But how do you find them? Here's the smartest way. Go to ZipRecruiter. One click posts your job to over 100 job boards, and ZipRecruiter identifies relevant candidates fast. 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 24 hours. Choose the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter, leading job site of college sports fans everywhere. For your free trial, go to ZipRecruiter.com/football.
15, tripped up, keeps stumbling into the end zone, fumbles the football, and they signal SMU recovers it for a touchback. Kyron Mitchell coming away with the football.
And there's how it sounded Saturday night, that big play that turned the game around on the touchback, thanks to the hustle of Jordan White and Kyron Mitchell. This is Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips with you every Monday night at Ozona Grill and Bar. Remind you, Mustang fans, do game day right this football season with LG's game-changing home appliances. Visit your local Nebraska Furniture Mart for legendary selections and savings. SMU 3-1 after a 44-21 win over Arkansas State on Saturday night. The offense, obviously, another terrific night. You guys keep just scoring and scoring and scoring. I'm sure you like that. 5th in the country scoring, and you had a 300-yard rushing game out of your offense on Saturday night, obviously the best that you have seen this season. Through 4 games, what are you most happy about on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, I'm most happy the fact that it's not just about one player. Mm-hmm. And I think you've got multiple playmakers all over the field. And when you start looking at 1 week it's Cortland Sutton, the next week it's Trey Quinn, and the next week it's James Prochet and Xavier Jones and Braden West and Kamen Freeman. You know, and as a quarterback, as we tell Ben all the time, look, you don't have to win the game for us. You've got plenty of playmakers. Get us in the right checks, get the ball to your playmakers, and let these guys go. I'm also really proud of our offensive line. I think from center to left guard to left tackle was where we knew coming into this past week we were as solid as we could be. But we really challenged our right side of the line, and in particular our right guard, and moving Will Hopkins there really has shown to be a pleasant addition for us. And so Jacob DeDore started at right tackle. He will start again this week at right tackle, but you'll see Bryce Wilds as well. And so hopefully we can find that final rotation right there at right tackle. But really excited about where the direction this group is going. We're very efficient in the red zone. We're one of the top teams in the country in scoring points in the red zone, as well as taking care of the football. I mean, we had no turnovers last week, and that's huge. And when you can do those things and you've got a defense that's creating turnovers, you can win a lot of ball games that way. And so just stay the course. That's our message to our players. Just keep getting better every day. It's about the SMU Mustangs. I think Coach Craddock and our offensive staff are doing a phenomenal job, and as well as our defensive staff as well. I know we'll talk defense in a minute, but offensively we're really excited where we are right now.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned one that's just really stood out to me has been the turnover situation. As much as the defense has been taking it away, only 3 turnovers by your offense, no fumbles lost, and I believe – 1 fumble period, right, that I think your guys recovered. That's amazing through 4 games to not give it away like that.
Yeah, I'd really like to not comment on that because just as sure as I do, things would go bad. So, yes, we're doing the right thing. Let's just keep doing that.
It's winning football, though. It
is winning football games. It is. That's what it's about. It's about playing field position, taking advantage of the turnovers and putting points on the board.
And the other thing that is winning football is, as you mentioned, the offensive line. I believe it's 4 sacks allowed in 4 games. And that's while you ran the ball a lot last week, Ben's been back to throw an awful lot. Can you even begin to describe make any comparison to the way your offensive line was at this point 1 year ago to where they are right now?
Well, I just think you got a lot of experienced guys up there, and obviously getting Chad Pursley back at left tackle this year has been a big addition. Nick Natura is playing as well as anybody up front, he and Evan Brown, and that's been huge as well because you've got a guy they played a lot of football over the last 3 and 4 years, and to see that and to bring these guys into that's one thing you can't do. You cannot coach experience.
And as far as you mentioned that you've got so many different weapons that are going so well, what are you worried about on offense? What are you looking forward to improve on and be better this week?
Well, just stay the course. That's our biggest message with our guys is just do what we do. Do simple better. And look, there's a reason why people that just do the little things better. They just keep getting better and better and better. You look at Chick-fil-A, and, I mean, all they do is serve chicken. You know, they get better.
They do a good job of it,
Our challenge to our staff is, look, it's not about adding plays. It's about just continuing to get better at the little things that we do.
What about on the defensive side? What have you been happiest about in 4 games?
Well, the biggest thing I love to see is the way our guys responded. Jordan Wyatt obviously has played as solid as anybody in the country at corner. Rodney Clemens was another one that's played really well. Those 2 were our defensive players of the game. These guys just responded, and that was our challenge this past week with Coach Malone and his staff is, look, let's simplify things. Let's do simple better, and let's see how these guys are going to respond. And they came out and had a great showing. This was a very good offensive football team that we went up against. And, we held them 3 for 12 on 3rd downs, got off the field and had the 3 and outs as we talked about earlier. But, toughness and a short memory. That's what you got to have if you play defense.
Unfortunately, too, because of some injuries back there, especially at corner, you've been getting a little far down the depth chart. Van Malone's had to pull a few extra guys onto the field, but it seems like everybody keeps responding when they come out.
Yeah, it was really good to see Will Jeanley. Will did a good job. He got in and had to help us out at corner. Justin Guy Robinson's another one that's a true freshman that came in and has had to play a lot this year. Eric Sutton is a sophomore that has been battling a little bit of injury. We got him back, and then but to be able to see him coming back and forth. And the thing I want to say about Eric is you knew they were going to keep the ball away from throwing to Jordan's side. They were not going. They tested Jordan once and almost got it picked off, so they were going to pick on Eric, and it was very evident. And again, playing that position, if you get beat in the D-line, at least there's the linebackers in the secondary to help you out. You get beat on the back end, all you hear is this other school's fight song being played. So you got to have a short memory, and you got to be able to step up and to play the next play. And that's what's really good about what Coach Malone's doing with our defensive backs and watching Eric Sutton and those guys. And again, we got to continue to create depth. We hope to get Ced Lancaster back here in the next couple of weeks, and that'll definitely help us. I
try not to play favorites up there, but when I see a guy from the secondary flying up towards the line and making a tackle, I get excited because he's usually wearing number 4. Boy, Mikhail Onu has been a busy guy in this first month.
He really has, and what a great football player. I've said it each of the weeks I've been here. This guy was the defensive MVP off the state championship team and from George Ranch High School. A great football player. Matter of fact, after the game, Albert, our equipment manager, showed me his face mask, and he literally there was one of the hits that he came up and met the running back at the line of scrimmage, and he literally bent his face mask inward, and to where we had to take it off, and so I said, hey man, that's you put that in the trophy case there. So it's tough to bend a face mask, and he did it. So he's bringing a punch when he gets there, but he's fun to watch and a great leader as well.
And make no mistake about it, he's not making all these tackles 10 yards downfield. There's a lot of them that are right near the line of scrimmage. He has had a terrific first 4 games to the season. Up next for SMU is UConn Saturday afternoon. It is a 3 o'clock kick at Gerald J. Ford Stadium, and we'll have the pregame show at 2:30 over on 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about some coaching continuity. You've had a lot of the same guys on your staff, Coach, and we're going to talk about that continuity and what it has done for you and your team. Coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. And Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot in the best patio in town. So head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. And don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Look them up on ozonagrill.com. Go SMU!
Hey, Mustang fans! Football season is just around the corner, and that means it's time to start planning your boulevard. And we want to help make it easy and hassle-free. Beginning this season, our team at Block Party will be offering full turnkey service with premium reserve space, top-quality tents, lounge furniture, and bellhop services to Mustang fans who are looking for a better game day experience. All you need to do is show up, and we'll handle the rest. For more information and to book a hassle-free boulevard, please visit our website at blockpartypresents.com.
Business is a game, and if you want to win, you have to be faster, smarter, and more focused than the competition. Which is why SMU Cox offers the Fast Track 1-year MBA, designed to launch your career in just 12 months. Learn from world-class faculty, study with driven peers, and connect to a global alumni network spanning 80 countries. The Fast Track 1-year MBA, a major career highlight, only from SMU Cox. More online at coxgrad.com.
If you're experiencing enlarged monthly auto payments, Credit Union of Texas may have the cure for you. Let one of our loan experts do a free rate checkup on your current loan to see where we might be able to save you money. With rates as low as 1.69% APR, we think we'll have you feeling some relief in no time. Visit cutx.org today to find out more.
Warning, refinancing your auto loan at Credit Union of Texas may cause an increased feeling of excitement due to lower auto payments. If the joy you feel saving money lasts more than 2 hours, please tell a friend so they can experience the CUTX difference. APR equals annual percentage rate and is subject to credit approval. Membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
ESPN's Neil Everett here. This college football season, Nissan's putting you in the driver's seat. Go to NissanHeismanHouse.com. Build a customized Titan wrapped in your school's colors. Then register for a chance to win it. Or you can win a trip to the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Enter the Nissan Heisman House Sweepstakes. Take on today. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Ends 12/8/17. Open to residents of USDC 18 and older. Official rules at nissanusa.com/Heisman House Sweepstakes. Sponsored by Nissan North America.
College football programs know the importance of recruiting. Finding the nation's top talent is essential to their team's success. The same is true for business. And you can find the best talent for your business with ZipRecruiter. One click posts your job to over 100 job boards, and ZipRecruiter identifies relevant candidates fast. 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 24 hours. Choose the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter. Preferred job site of college sports fans everywhere. For your free trial, go to ZipRecruiter.com/football.
Blitz from the backside, doesn't matter. Hicks throws, caught, and breaking the tackle is Prochet to the 20, to the 10, and touchdown SMU!
The second of the 2 touchdown catches on the night for James Prochet in SMU's 44-21 win over Arkansas State on Saturday night. They will be back at Ford Stadium this Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock, to take on UConn. We want to remind you to find qualified candidates quickly and easily with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter, the leading job site of Mustang fans everywhere. For a free trial, go to ZipRecruiter.com/SMU. That's ZipRecruiter.com/SMU. I am Rich Phillips here with Chad Morris, the head coach of the SMU Mustangs, every Monday night from 7 to 8 at Ozona Grill and Bar. Coach, this season you had your first change in 3 seasons among any of your assistants on the coaching staff. At the running back position, you brought in Jeff Traylor. First, let's just talk about that continuity of having that same group of coaches day in and day out, and a lot of the same players too, since you've had so many young guys here.
Yeah, any staff that you've been a part of, one of the key components of being successful, both on and off the field, is to have the continuity. And it's so important for your players to not have to come in and have to see new faces and memorize new names and new coaching styles. And so, for us to be able to establish and have the continuity that we've had over each of the last 3 years has been remarkable. And I'm really excited about that. I know Coach Mathis wanted to get back into high school coaching, and so it gave us the opportunity to bring Coach Traylor in. I've known him for a long time. So, it's all about a fit, too. It's fit to your culture, to what you stand for. And, some guys are you're really good coaches, but they just don't fit who you are. And I tell our staff that all the time. I said, there's a lot of great coaches out there, incredible coaches. And but what separates you? Why you and why here? And so it's so much more than just about coaching the game of football. It's, can you relate to the players? Can you be a mentor for these young men? Because you may be the only male figure in their life that they're able to rely on. And so do you fit our mission statement? And that's to prepare these young men and women for success both on and off the field for the rest of their life. And do you fit what we're about? And when you do that, you hire coaches. And when you hire coaches, you let them do a job. You don't micromanage them. And that's a lot of what I took from working with Coach Sweeney at Clemson is just the fact of he had a great vision, and he knew what the vision was, and he hired us, and he hired me, and he said, look, you need to run the offense. It's your show. Go do it. And you got to respect people like that. And so when you do that, you give them ownership. Their families have to be very much a part of it, and they got to feel that their families are welcome there. And so I think I think there's a lot of combinations. We could probably choose a whole hour segment on talking about why. And because I think there's, without just interviewing those guys, they would be the first to tell you that, look, it's about who you work with and who you surround yourself with that makes your day go forward or walk on eggshells. And I've been a part of both. Mm-hmm. And it's no fun. And it's all about coming to work and being able to do your best. To have that to happen, your family has to be happy at home as well.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Traylor. You say you've known him for years. What makes him such a good fit for you?
Well, he's a great fit for our staff. I mean, everybody, he bonds really well. He's a team player. He understands his role on our team, and it's a very important role. And he brings such a huge knowledge about the game. But more importantly, when you spend any time with Coach Traylor, is you realize that he loves kids, and he loves being around, and he loves making an impact in young men's lives. And that's what it's all about. And you can see the relationship with he and his running backs. Man, they're as close-knit as any group we've got.
Important, too, as short a time as he's been here to already have that. I can recall a few years ago when you first got here and I was looking over your staff and kind of familiarizing myself with some of the guys. I thought, man, there's some young coaches in this group, particularly on the offensive side. Your coordinator, Joe Craddock, your offensive line coach, Dustin Fry. Those are some young guys when you came in here.
Well, they are. They were both my GAs, and they were on a 3-year job interview with me is what they were. And they did a great job. Obviously they did. But, this is a game now that in a profession, you better have a lot of energy. You better be able to bring it every day. And there's going to be a lot of time spent away from home, and you're going to have to be able to sacrifice a lot, but yet allow your families to be a part up there at our office. And so when you talk about Joe, when you talk about Dustin and the energy level that they bring, the knowledge that they bring, and you also they understand that, look, they don't know it all. They're far from knowing it all, and they'll be the first to tell you that they're all about learning. And it doesn't matter how old you are and where you're at and what your job title is. You've got to approach the day every day that you're going to go learn something. And I gave the example to our seniors just Friday, and talking about Coach Wooden, and he said they were telling a story about him at a clinic, and when he's 90 years old, he's sitting on the front row taking notes. And can you imagine being some young whippersnapper walking in there trying to talk basketball that he thought he invented basketball, and he looks and he sees Coach Wooden sitting on the front row taking notes. That's what our staff is about. Is, look, we've always got room to improve, and I'm going to challenge you every day to get better. And the status quo doesn't work, because listen now, let me just make it straight. If the old way worked, I wouldn't be the head coach.
Sure.
So we're moving forward with that, and it's all about about growing. It's all about pushing people as far as their growth from a professional standpoint.
How much of the offense do you turn over to Joe?
He's in charge of it.
Yeah.
He's fully in charge of our offense, and I'm helping him with game planning. But I give suggestions. And usually as a head coach, when a head coach gives suggestions, he takes that suggestion and runs the heart with it. But I also tell him this, that look, calling plays, and I've been there, calling plays over and over and over. It's about getting in a flow. And you have to get in a flow of a game. And so I'll offer suggestions, and he'll say, hey, great idea, let's do that, coach. Or, all right, coach, and then we'll move on. I said, but I'll always preface it, hey, look, you've got a good feel for it right now. Just think about this. And we do a great job. Again, he was with me for 3 years and talked to me in the box. He was on the headsets with me when I was calling the plays at Clemson. And so him and Coach Pierman and Coach Elliott. And so there was we've grew up together in as far as just he knows what I'm thinking. And so like I spent most of the day in there today with him game planning and giving suggestions and, hey, what do you think about this? And, again, it's all about working together.
Is this the first place, at least in a while, that you haven't called plays?
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, I've called plays for a long time, and so I know how to call plays, but I also know this, that if I know what it takes to be an offensive coordinator that runs a top 5, top 10 offense in the country year in and year out, and I know the time demands. And I also have learned, because I haven't been a head coach, I've also learned that the time demands that it takes to be a head coach and to protect your culture. Every day that I get out of my car, it's all about protecting our culture of our football program because it's constantly under attack. And so I cannot be good at both if I'm sitting in there and I'm just strictly the play caller. Do I want to be the offensive coordinator? I would love to be straight offensive coordinator. Let me just tell you. But I would not be a very good head coach when I'm doing that. And I've tried to grow myself as a person. Again, I'm asking our staff to grow. I've got to grow as well to learn how to be a better head coach and to manage all phases of this program because, again, we're building something special, and it's not just about the offense. And if you don't look out, your team will look at it and go, all he cares about is offense, and that's not it. And so I think that's an area that I've really focused on growing-wise coming in from year 2 to year 3.
How difficult has that adjustment been to not being the play caller?
Well, it's not. It really hasn't been that bad because what happens is you see things, you offer suggestions. Joe and I think a lot alike. That hasn't really been that bad at all. I think he's doing a phenomenal job. Without a doubt, and I'm really excited about the direction of our football team right now. But it's allowed me to challenge our offensive side of the ball, or challenge our defensive side of the ball, and our special teams. And I think what's happened is all 3 phases have gotten much better.
Averaging 500 yards per game, I'd say it's gotten pretty good so far. Hopefully we'll see more of that Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock when SMU hosts Connecticut in their conference opener at Ford Stadium. Reminder, tickets at gethereforgameday.com. It's the Ask the Coach segment coming up next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
Texas Institute for Surgery is a state-of-the-art physician-partnered acute care hospital that specializes in treating sports medicine, orthopedics, joint replacement, spine, and pain management, among many other clinical services. Texas Institute for Surgery has earned the reputation of providing the best in surgical care. Texas Institute for Surgery, the first choice for care by physicians and patients. Go to TexasInstituteForSurgery.com for more information. Texas Institute for Surgery is a physician-owned hospital.
Tired of searching online for custom catering companies? Looking for someone who can craft a special menu for your event? Look no further. The Festive Kitchen has it all, from on-site lunches and drop-off catering to daily handcrafted food for your employees. Let the experts at the Festive Kitchen design a game plan for all of your catering needs. The Festive Kitchen also offers daily food shop specials, weekly entrees, and seasonal food shop menus. Find us at thefestivekitchen.com. That's thefestivekitchen.com.
Looking for a new place to bank? At Credit Union of Texas, we're resetting the standard in the financial industry.
I look forward to going to Credit Union of Texas because I know it will be a happy and relaxing experience.
Credit Union of Texas is a valuable part of my financial life. Moving to Florida this month had me reviewing whether to keep my accounts here in Texas or move them to Florida. Because of the great technology options, I'm able to continue my relationship with CUTX without moving my accounts and starting over.
Visit CUTX.org for more. Federally insured by NCUA. Every Saturday, football fans flock to stadiums around the country to cheer on their teams. Chances are, the next person your business needs to hire is in the stands somewhere. But how do you find them? Here's the smartest way. Go to ZipRecruiter. One click posts your job to over 100 job boards, and ZipRecruiter identifies relevant candidates fast. 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 24 hours. Choose the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter, leading job site of college sports fans everywhere. For your free trial, go to ZipRecruiter.com/football. Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, serving up the best grilled cheese in Texas. For 4 years in a row, Ruthie's has been voted the best food truck of SMU and Park Cities. Ruthie's is a crowd favorite among the ponies. You can find the food trucks rolling on SMU campus, SMU home games, and you can find them regularly at Clyde Warren Park. To book Ruthie's for a private party, visit their site at ruthiesfoodtrucks.com. Because after all, there ain't no party like a grilled cheese party. So, seize the cheese.
When you need executive transportation that's on time every time, go Win. With Win, booking, making changes, and managing your account is easy. Use the Win app or book online at gowin.com. Win specializes in corporate transportation to accommodate today's business travelers. Professionally trained and background check chauffeurs, up-to-date vehicles, 24-hour reservation service, vehicle and flight tracking provide the unsurpassed service our loyal clients have come to expect. Your time and your experience is our passion. Visit gowin.com to book. That's GOWYNNE.com.
Welcome back to Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I'm Rich Phillips, here every Monday night at Ozona Grill and Bar from 7 to 8 for our weekly SMU football show. The Mustang Band is the hub of SMU spirit, and now you can show your support by joining the Diamond Inn Club. Memberships are open to all Mustang fans, and we encourage you to join by visiting diamondmclub.com. That's diamondmclub.com, and help support the all-volunteer Mustang Band at SMU. And we will hear them, of course, Saturday afternoon beginning at 3 o'clock at Ford Stadium. We hope to hear them a lot Saturday afternoon at Ford Stadium as SMU opens up conference play against the University of Connecticut. It's time now for our Ask the Coach segment. You can have questions submitted online at SMUMustangs.com. You can also tweet questions to us with the hashtag of Tempo Talk. First online here from Vic in Dallas tonight. Coach, very happy to see DJ Gillens get in the game. Of course, he was not able to play a week before against TCU. Is he back to full strength and ready to roll?
Well, we're slowly getting him back to full strength. He's still aggravated by the turf toe injury, and so we hope each week he gets a little bit better. We did put him in a couple situations last week, and he did a good job. He was really sore. He's still in a boot today, but he should be back. We're hoping this week he'll be a little bit better than last week, so we'll see.
I know the first couple of weeks you mixed in all three guys at quarterback, and then we see DJ a little bit last week. Are you pretty settled there, though? You want to just roll with Ben right now?
Well, Ben's our starter,
yeah.
and we've said that, but it's still again, as I've said many times before, no one signed a lifetime contract here. And so it's a continuous battle at our quarterback position. But Ben's doing a great job getting us in the right checks. I'm really proud of him. But Rafe's doing a really good job at practice and get DJ healthy and continue that healthy competition that we need each and every week.
And is Cortland Sutton in the rotation now?
At quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah, he's actually in there right now as well. So.
Well, he scored a touchdown from that spot Saturday night.
Sure did.
When's he going to throw one for us?
Well, maybe this week.
All right, we'll look for it. Robert in Plano, congrats on the big win and the 3-1 start in non-conference. He did want to ask about Ben Hicks and some things that you can do offensively to make him a little more efficient. And, of course, completion percentage is the one thing I think people do look at.
Yeah, there is, and I think Ben was right at 50% this past week. And, again, just, missing some throws down in the end zone, overthrowing Cortland on some jump balls, on some fade balls. We got to get better at that. We got to do a better job of closing our base down a little bit to get a little bit more arm strength on him. I know he had a ball he wished he had got completed across the middle to James. But those are things that you'll continue to work on, and he's a young man that's a competitor, so he'll keep fighting.
I know this. Throwing it to the right-colored jersey certainly helps. Only 3 interceptions in the first 4 games. That's something that he's cut down on from where he was at this point last year. Of course, an inexperienced starter last year, but he's really improved in that category.
Well, I think the biggest thing with Ben is that you don't have to be perfect. You've got plenty of playmakers around you. Get the ball to those guys. an effective run game always helps your passing game as well. So I think that'll continue to help him out.
Ed Stewart sends in a question. He saw the stats too, 3 of 12 on third down for your defense the other night. Very impressive, but he wants to know what is an area of continued growth for you on that side of the ball on the defensive side.
We got to continue to develop depth on the back end and tackling well in space. I thought we did a better job of that this past week than the week before, but and just being aware of our situations. Our guys are getting better. You're still playing a lot of youth on the back end, but to be able to get those guys more game experience is only going to help as the season goes.
All right, there's our Ask the Coach segment brought to you by SMU's Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options with tuition reductions available for military personnel across the globe. Check it out at lyle.smu.edu. We're going to meet the enemy, the UConn Huskies, coming up next year on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
While you're enjoying SMU football, More Disposal and Recycling Services is busy managing your trash. We do the dirty work so you don't have to. More Disposal offers complete waste management, from equipment purchases and installation to service and maintenance, all completed in-house. No job is too big or too small. We also offer Paper Retriever, a free paper recycling program for schools and churches. Call 214-357-HELP and let's talk trash. That's 214-357-HELP. Family owned and operated by SMU alumni, More Disposal supports SMU football. Pony up!
When it comes to your signage needs, trust the experts at Fast Signs North Central. With more than 50 years of knowledge, Fast Signs North Central will help provide you with a true turnkey experience. From branding and design work to complete production and installation, let Fast Signs North Central make your vision a reality by calling 214-890-4444 or find them online at fastsigns.com/11. Fast Signs North Central. More than fast, more than signs. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms, the official freestanding ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 3 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms. Pony up. Are you serving or have served our country? SMU's Lyle School of Engineering offers master's programs and tuition reductions for military personnel across the globe. For veterans and those in the uniformed services of the U.S., our distance education programs provide a way to help engineer our nation's future. It's just one way SMU is saying thank you to those who protect and serve our country. Check it out at lyle.smu.edu.
Maggiano's Little Italy specializes in serving lavish portions of authentic Italian-American cuisine made in their scratch kitchen, offering homemade pastas, signature salads, prime steaks, fresh fish, memorable desserts, and now brunch. Maggiano's Little Italy. It's a great place for good friends to gather to share good times and great food. Not only do they have an incredible brunch, lunch, and dinner, they are the perfect choice for a banquet of any size. Come as you are 7 days a week. At Maggiano's Little Italy, you get more of everything. Maggiano's is located at North Park Mall in Dallas.
Wouldn't it be great to go to the game without the hassle of traffic and finding parking? You can when you use Wynn Transportation. It's what the Mustangs do. GoWin.com is where you can book a ride for 2 to 200 or more. Wynn offers sedans, SUVs, limos, minibuses, and motor coaches, and will make sure getting to and from the game is as enjoyable for you as the game itself. Your time and your experience is our passion. So visit GoWin.com to book. That's GOWYNNE.com.
Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips here every Monday night with the head coach of the SMU Mustangs. This week, the Mustangs getting ready to open up conference play against the UConn Huskies. Our Meet the Enemy is presented by the Cox School of Business, offering the new Fast Track 1-year MBA designed to launch your career in just 12 months. Visit coxgrad.com for more information. And I got football presented to me tonight from Kevin Knox over here with the Cox School of Business. So appreciate that, sitting up on the table with us here tonight. Conference play opens up this Saturday afternoon, Coach. We were chatting about it here off the air, and I had to look back and remind myself, you've not seen these guys. This is the first time since you've been here because of the way the scheduling works that you've seen University of Connecticut. And we all got to see them yesterday afternoon. They had the unusual Sunday afternoon. Their schedule affected some by Hurricane Irma. They had to move a game that was postponed with South Florida. Just your initial impressions on the Huskies from Sunday.
Well, first of all, this is our Coach to Cure MD game. And so you'll see all the coaches across the country wearing the MD patch. And basically what we'll do, we'll honor a family Saturday at the game who's been affected or had a family member affected by this disease. And so, it's an opportunity for us as coaches to give back. And so you'll see that all across college football this next weekend. I have never played UConn. Etchell when he was at Maryland, and we were at Clemson, and so we've done that, had several battles, two or three times. And but I do know this: he's taken over a program and trying to build it back up. He was there for 12 or 13 years, and then left, and then came back. Obviously, he's back and has hired a great staff. Now, I will say this: Rhett Lashley. I've known Rhett, the offensive coordinator. I've known him for a long time. This offense that they run is cut out of the same tree as our offense. Rhett played underneath Gus Malzahn and then coached underneath Gus for a long time there at Auburn, and before going on to UConn and running his own show there. And so he's done a great job. You can see their offense is really getting better each week. And yesterday was no different. They fell behind, but yet battled back and averaging close to 500 yards a game offensively. And they're rushing the ball really well. So you're seeing those guys grow and mature as they battle through this and going into their third game into yesterday. And then defensively, their defensive coordinator came from Villanova, Coach Crocker. He had the number one defense in all of FCS last year, and they run a 3-3 stack, an odd stack is what you would call it. So very similar to Stephen F. Austin. And I'm sure they're studying that tape quite regularly, but they have 7 starters back, play a lot of seniors on the defensive side of the ball. And I know they've struggled in some areas in the secondary, and I know that's been a heavy emphasis coming into this week of trying to get their secondary rotation fixed. But they've got some guys that have played a lot of football, and I know this, we'll get their absolute best. But I say it every week, this is about the SMU Mustangs, and we've got to focus on us getting better. We know that they're going to be here Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's going to be a great ball game, a great atmosphere, and we look forward to getting back on the field and giving our best, and that's what we can ask of our team.
It's that 3-3 stack. You said you have seen it already with Stephen F. Austin, but not what you see a lot of. Does that present a little more of a challenge for the offense?
Well, it does. It messes up some of your counts and your protections, and so you got to be on point with that. Your quarterback's got to be on point with it. They can do a lot of different movement on the back end to disguise their coverages really well. But we've seen it. We've seen it several times. And as a coach, you just prepare for those things through the course of fall camp. But, again, these guys will be well prepared for us. They go against this style of offense every day. And so, there'll be a lot of similarities right there to what they see each week.
I'm not going to ask you to break them all down. I'm sure you haven't seen everybody in the league yet, but just your thoughts as you open up conference play. Some teams have already played, of what you know about the American this year. Yeah,
really the only thing that I know right now about the American is that we're 3-1 and 0-0 in conference play, and UConn is coming in as 0-1 in conference play, and that's really it. As a coach, people ask me that all the time. You get out and about, and they say, "Man, Coach, did you see this game and see that game?" And really we don't. We live in a bubble, and you are living a bunker, and you just, when you get home, now Paul will have football on TV, but I really don't want to watch football. I mean, you get home and it's just kind of I don't care what's going on right now. I'm worried about my own team and keeping us focused. And so, I know our conference is obviously very, very competitive, and there's some great teams on our side of the bracket. And we'll get them in due time. But right now our focus is on the UConn season and then to being 1-0 in that season.
Of course, we've talked on this show, and there's been a lot of talk about ending the bowl drought here at SMU. What would competing for a conference championship mean for your guys this year?
Well, to be 1-0 in the UConn season would be incredible. And if we can just take 8 one-game seasons, and then we'll see how this whole thing ends up in December. So the UConn season will be great if we can execute and be 1-0 every day.
All right, well, we'll look forward to a 1-0 week this week. UConn Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Also, next week's game at Houston I'm allowed to look ahead on that, by the way. The game time has been announced for next week at Houston. It is a 6 o'clock kick from the University of Houston next week. So we expect to see everybody make the trip down there just 4 hours south to see SMU take on the Cougars. All right, coming up next, we'll wrap things up. We'll see what the keys to success are for SMU against UConn. That's next here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
Hey, Mustang fans! Football season is just around the corner, and that means it's time to start planning your boulevard. And we want to help make it easy and hassle-free. Beginning this season, our team at Block Party will be offering full turnkey service with premium reserve space, top-quality tents, lounge furniture, and bellhop services to Mustang fans who are looking for a better game day experience. All you need to do is show up, and we'll handle the rest. For more information and to book a hassle-free boulevard, please visit our website at blockpartypresents.com.
For over 15 years, Texans have trusted firefighting's finest moving and storage to provide professional service for their residential or commercial moving needs by our teams of off-duty firefighters and professional movers. Whether it's packing, moving, or storage, firefighting's finest professional staff will provide SMU fans with an unparalleled level of customer service. Visit us at firefightermovers.com for more information. Ask about our weekday move special for SMU fans. And remember to use movers you can trust.
Maggiano's Little Italy specializes in serving lavish portions of authentic Italian-American cuisine made in their scratch kitchen, offering homemade pastas, signature salads, prime steaks, fresh fish, memorable desserts, and now brunch. Maggiano's Little Italy. It's a great place for good friends to gather to share good times and great food. Not only do they have an incredible brunch, lunch, and dinner, they are the perfect choice for a banquet of any size. Come as you are 7 days a week. At Maggiano's Little Italy, you get more of everything. Maggiano's is located at North Park Mall in Dallas.
ESPN's Neil Everett here. This college football season, Nissan's putting you in the driver's seat. Go to NissanHeismanHouse.com. Build a customized Titan wrapped in your school's colors. Then register for a chance to win it. Or you can win a trip to the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Enter the Nissan Heisman House Sweepstakes. Take on today. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Ends 12/8/17. Open to residents of USDC 18 and older. Official rules at NissanUSA.com/Heisman House Sweepstakes. Sponsored by Nissan North America.
We are back on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. I am Rich Phillips, the head coach of the SMU Mustangs. Every Monday night, 7 to 8, Ozona Grill and Bar here on Greenville Avenue in Dallas, just across Central from the SMU campus. The Mustangs at home Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock start against the UConn Huskies. You can get tickets at GetHereForGameDay.com. Let's get our keys to success. It's brought to you by Nissan. A win for your team is a win for you, too. There's nothing quite like it except driving a Nissan. Get to Nissan, a proud supporter of college athletics, and shop ChooseNissan.com to take on game day. All right, what do we got to see here Saturday afternoon to be 1-0 in the season against UConn?
Well, there's 4 things that we're really going to focus on. One is we got to continue to play with the energy and the effort that we've seen in each of the first 4 weeks of our football season. Our guys are playing with great energy and enthusiasm, and that's part of our core values of these guys coming in here and just creating that energy themselves. So I look forward to seeing those guys come out and respond and perform again this week. The second thing we got to do is we can't get caught up on the defensive side of the ball with all the misdirection that goes on the offense. Our defense sees this offense every day, and so you got to be able to play with your eyes and don't get lost in the backfield and get beat over the top with some of their misdirection play action shots that they'll take. We got to be offensively. We got to be, again, balanced in the run pass. That's something that we're going to strive to be. And be able to execute and run the football. And from a special team standpoint, don't leave points on the field. I think we've left a few points on the field over each of the last few weeks, and that has to stop. And so that's our focus. We got to continue to cover well and be sound in our return game, which we've done that, and just grow on those and just get a little better every day.
You talked about coming out, starting the game with great energy. 57 points in the first quarter, 57 points in the second quarter for your team so far this year. Mission accomplished. You guys got energy early, it sounds like.
Yeah, these guys are coming out and playing well. Again, that says a lot about the experience that this football team has. And, when you're able to do that and win those 4-over-4 moments, I can't talk enough about those. And that's been 100% so far.
Got a few more minutes left here on Tempo Talk with Chad Morris. Thought we'd ask a little bit just to see how recruiting is going so far this year, as you're now a month into the high school season as well.
Yeah, we feel like our 18 class, we believe we're going to sign somewhere around 19 to 20 guys. We've got 17 of those committed right now. I look to have a great class. We're excited about the young men that we have. We've still got several targeted guys out there, some offensive linemen. And so we're really excited about that. D linemen, you can't ever have enough of those guys, and DBs, but it's going well. And one of the things about recruiting is continuing to build on our brand and build on who we are. And so I know right now what we're doing is starting at the end of our football season. As soon as the day we finish our last game, we're getting brand new lockers in our locker room. We're fixing to redo our whole shower areas, our players' lounge. We're going to redo our team room. That's coming. And so we're not stopping. We're putting in the left lane. We're putting the hammer down, and we're going to continue to get better. And because it's all about recruiting. And when you bring these guys in here, they make you really good coaches when you got great players. Let me just tell you. And so an 18-year-old kid buys with his eyes, and I've said it since the day I walked in the door here. We got to continue to grow and grow this program to be elite. There's a lot of things that it takes, and part of that is we got to stay on the cutting edge of things. And I'm looking forward. I know our lockers have been designed, and it's going to be really a unique locker room, and shower area is much needed. Actually, I sent Coach Ross over to our basketball team and looked at their new shower areas and everything. So we're going to do a little bit of modeling after that, and so I'm excited. I'm excited about what we're able to show this Stang Gang 18 and 19 class moving forward.
It's an arms race now, isn't it?
What you got
to show them?
Yeah, no, college football is an arms race, and like it or not, I mean, that's just the business this is. And you're either growing with it or you're falling behind, and it's not a monthly deal, it's a daily deal. And what are you doing today to stay on track and ahead? If not, you cannot stay stagnant. You can't stay still, because if you stay still in this business, you fall behind in a hurry. And if you don't believe me, have one bad recruiting class and see what happens. It doesn't take long to go from the top to the bottom, and that's the way it is.
I know when you came here, one of the big things you did was start working on that message you were getting to those Texas high school coaches. Is the reception from those coaches different now than it was 3 years ago?
Our high school coaches are incredible, and because they can relate to us so well. I mean, we've got so many high school coaches on our staff, and they know that if they send a young man to play for us, that not only is he going to be developed as a football player, but he's going to be developed far more as a man and a leader in society. And so that's what we strive for. They also believe in if I come in and tell them that this is what we're doing in our program and this is what's being done in our program, they believe me. And they have no reason not to believe me. And so, again, I'm one of them, and take great pride in saying I'm a Texas high school coach.
How many games you taking in a week these days?
Actually, I'm going to be in the Tempo Copter, I believe, Thursday night, and I'm going to be out on the road recruiting Friday. They got my schedule, and I'll figure all that out. They tell me where to go and what time to be there.
That's right.
And I just say, look, give me some candy and a Red Bull, and we'll be ready to go.
And you go deliver the message to the student, to the parents, anywhere, anytime, right?
It is a production, let me just tell you, and it takes an entire recruiting department, Coach Smith and Coach Brooke as well, and Coach Hunt. I mean, it takes an entire group set up just to get this thing aviated, and that's just to get it off the ground.
All right, well, enjoy your Thursday and your Friday, and we all hope to enjoy Saturday with you as well. Saturday afternoon, SMU and UConn conference opener at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. It is a 3 o'clock kick. I'll be on the radio side over at 1310 and 96.7 FM, the ticket beginning at 2:30 with our pregame show. I'll talk to Coach Morris. I'll talk to quarterback Ben Hicks on our pregame show as well. Get here for GameDay.com for your tickets as well to see SMU and UConn. Thanks to everybody with us here tonight. Ozona Grill and Bar. We'll be back here next Monday night from 7 to 8 for Tempo Talk with Chad Morris.
on the Mustang Sports Network from Learfield. Live from Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue, Tempo Talk with Chad Morris has been brought to you by the Lyle School of Engineering, offering master's programs through on-campus and distance education options. Visit lyle.smu.edu. BMW. Test drive one at your local Dallas-Fort Worth BMW centers and take advantage of exclusive offers. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue. Find your comfort zone. Credit Union of Texas. Be a part of something unexpected. CUTX.org. Experience more. Also by Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, voted the best grilled cheese in Texas. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Mustang Sports Network.